Question 2 is asking us to simplify again. This time they're writing it and saying, write each expression as a single logarithm. So in A, we have log x plus 3 log y. And logs are fussy. You have your 3 log laws. We have, if we're adding, we multiply. If we're subtracting, we divide. And if we have a number out in front, we can move it in as an exponent. So that's moving from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. But logs are fussy because the log law for adding only works when it's 1 log plus 1 log. In A, we have 1 log x plus 3 log y's. So we are not allowed to use the first log law because that 3 is in front and that doesn't match the log law. We can only use a log law and switch from left to right when things match perfectly. So in this question, we have to first do the following step. We first have to say, but I have a log law that says if there's a number in front, I can move that in as an exponent. And now I have 1 log plus 1 log, so I would be able to multiply inside. So there's an order that's important here. We would have to first put that 3 in as an exponent, and then we have log plus log, which allows us to combine it as multiply. In B, we have adding, we have subtracting, and we have numbers out in front. We would not be able to put any of the adding or subtracting things together when there's numbers out in front. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use the log law that says if there's a number out in front, it can go in as an exponent. And next, I'm going to show you a bit of a shortcut for adding and subtracting that is really nice to use, and actually students make less mistakes when they use the shortcut than if they try to do it step by step. So step by step, what you could do is you could add these two together by multiplying inside and get log xy squared. Do that as one step, and then you'd still have minus log z to the fourth. And then you would have subtracting. So when you have subtracting, then you could divide. Okay? The shortcut that I'm going to teach you is that if you have adding and subtracting in a question combined, whatever is added will be multiplied together in your numerator, and whatever is subtracted will be divided in your denominator. So I'm going to add a question here, B.5, and I'm going to start with log A plus log B squared minus log C cubed plus log D to this 5 minus log of F. I skipped the letter E in case you got confused with the number. I already put the exponents in here. This is where the shortcut is really nice. Which ones are being added? Which ones are positive? Positive ones are the A, the B squared, and the D to the 5. Which ones are subtracted? The C cubed and the F. So the ones that are added will be combined and multiplied in your numerator, and the ones that are subtracted will be combined and multiplied in your denominator. for C, which has log 2 of 6 minus 3. And we can't combine these because it's not a log minus a log. Okay? But one of the reasons I got us to do that activity at the beginning of class is if we're going to combine them, this second one in blue, I will put just a blue box around the 3. Can you see that it might be possible to change that to log 2 of something? What goes in the box? An 8. If we didn't do this activity at the beginning, when I teach this question, students have no idea how to put a number in that box because they don't understand how a logarithm works. They're not really familiar with the definition of logarithm. That activity you did at the beginning helps you figure out, oh, this has to be an 8 because 2 cubed is 8. And so I replaced the 3 with log 2 of 8 because they're equal to each other. And now I can use my log law that says if you're subtracting and the bases are the same, you can divide. And I can write this as 6/8 or as 3/4. You know what's messed up? I could give this as a well, not messed up, but what would be a challenge on a math test or quiz if I gave you the following as a multiple choice. Log 2 of 6 minus 3 equals, and the right answer, let's say we have A, B, and the right answer is going to be C, and the right answer is log 2 of 3 minus 2. Initially, this and this do not look at all alike. And your brain would go, I don't see how those are the same. And you should probably look at them right now and say, I have no idea, Mr. JR, how those two are the same. I'm going to show you right now is that if I played around with this one, after I simplified this to 3/4, can you see that I could use my log law of dividing logs inside of a log is subtracting, and I could re-expand it. Do you see that we have the log 2 of 3 and the log 2 of 3? And 2 to what exponent is 4? That is equal to 2. So logs get kind of weird sometimes because you can play around with them and make things equal that don't even appear to be equal. No, I won't ask you that on a quiz. But that's the kind of manipulations you can do with logarithms. Okay, questions for practice on this one are 5, 8, 11, and 18.